General Hospital spoilers reveals that Curtis also learned about what Marshall was hiding at the moment, because TJ discovered the drugs Marshall was hiding at home. After TJ brought it to the hospital for examination, it was discovered that it was a drug used for people with mental illness. So Curtis began to think about the possibility that Marshall was missing for many years because he was mentally ill. So he received treatment there. After he was cured, he returned, and because he was embarrassed, he didn't want to talk about this to anyone else. This is probably the truth that Marshall is hiding, but recently Marshall has been back in the hospital, presumably because his previous mental illness has recurred. Maybe after the relapse, Marshall will tell the truth to his son himself so that they will no longer misunderstand each other. What will happen? Previously, Curtis rarely talked to Portia about his family's problems. He wanted to solve it himself, and not to cause trouble for her. This time, the truth was almost revealed. So Curtis told all the problems so far without hiding anything from Portia, but she had something to hide from him. About Gina. Has Portia reconsidered telling Curtis the truth about his sincere feelings? The spoilers reveal that everything was going on with Liz may not be what she expected. Liz's illness was quite serious when she discovered it too late. Because of her anxiety and fatigue, Liz often uses tranquilizers. But if this drug is used for a long time, it will cause hallucinations and irritability. If not stopped soon, these manifestations will be more intense. Laura and Finn discovered something was wrong with Liz and advised her to go to the hospital several times. But Liz kept refusing. Later, because of this illness, Liz could no longer control her emotions. Anything could be related to someone following Liz. How will things turn out? Meanwhile, Liz rarely mentioned her biological parents. And when she mentioned them, she had an extremely irritated expression. What did they do to Liz? When Liz was at the hospital, Aiden and Violet played together. Aiden then discovered the photo album that Liz had and hid. The boy was extremely curious about who his grandparents were. But when he saw the person taking the photo with his mother, he was extremely surprised. The boy had met them at the library, but they'd been missing for so many years. Why did they show up in Port Charles? What is the purpose of their appearance in such a secret? Besides, Brando and Sasha's emotional relationship is still not compatible after many things happened. Brando was indifferent before, and he just returned to work with Sunny later, causing them to increasingly misunderstand and quarrel with each other more. Only Gladys, after Sasha lost Liam, stayed by her side to take care of her more than Brando. But before that, they used to hate each other and didn't even want to see each other's faces. Now it's Gladys who understands, and it understands their pain. And Brando is also immersed in the pain and forgets Sasha. This is why Sasha chose to go back to drugs and hide from everyone. But in the end, Gladys knew, contrary to Sasha's thoughts, that she would tell Brando and help her hide it. Perhaps Gladys and Sasha could not bear this loss, so they understood each other. Brando also began to suspect Sasha, but Gladys tried to hide it, so he was able to get past him. Does Brando finally know the truth? How will your relationship with Sasha change? In addition, Carly recently returned to the company after hearing that Spinelli was also present. Michael is calling for Spinelli's support so that his plan can be implemented. Unexpectedly, Carly stepped forward to help, and Spinelli still did not know the specific information. Carly rarely cares about her son's work because she wants to let him be independent and grow up early. But don't know any specific reasons for Carly to appear like that, or because Carly saw Michael's enthusiasm and agreed to help him. Carly now has to worry about Nina and Willow's secret being discovered. She wants to hide this truth for the rest of her life so that her family can live in harmony. Did everything go as Carly wanted?